Good evening. This is CTV News for Monday, April 1st. I'm Janine Samuel.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. Well, a boil water advisory continues for 23,000 residents in parts of southern Prince George's County after a water main break Sunday afternoon on Indian Head Highway. Keisha Butts has the details.
The Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission issued the advisory as a precaution after water main break Sunday afternoon. The break happened on Indian Head Highway in Fort Washington. Residents that are affected are west of Maryland 210 to the Potomac River and from the Washington, D.C. line south to Piscataway Creek. WSSC says the water is not contaminated, but residents should boil it before personal consumption.
We issued a boil water advisory on Sunday for about 23,000 WSSC customers following the water main break on Indian Head Highway. So the boil water advisory is for customers in the area of from 210 west to the Potomac River and then from the DC line down to about Piscataway Creek. And we do have an interactive map on our website, so if people aren't sure whether they're in it or not, they can type their address into the map and figure out if they're in the affected area. But if they are, what that means is you need to boil any water before consumption. So bring all water that you're going to drink or use for washing dishes or fruits or vegetables or baby formula. That water needs to be brought to a rolling boil for 3 minutes and then cooled before it is consumed.
To find out if your area is affected, there is a map on WSSC's website. For Laurel, Keisha Butts, CTV News.
WSSC says the advisory will probably be in effect until Tuesday.
Some Bowie residents have been the target of a recent scam. Tonight, police are warning you, don't be the next victim. Officials say scammers have been going door to door claiming to represent BGE, a utility company. They've convinced some residents to hand over personal information, and they've conned some to allow them inside their homes. Lieutenant John Knott says residents should never give personal information to someone they don't know.
Any kind of utility company, they're going to have some kind of employment identification, which should have a picture identification. You can, again, call that utility company, verify that they're an employee, or you can call us and we'll come out and talk to them and verify their employment. Because solicitors also are supposed to register with the city and have a license through the city.
If you believe you've been a victim of this scam, contact Bowie Police.
The House Judiciary Committee plans to vote this week to subpoena the full Mueller report. The panel had set tomorrow as the deadline for Attorney General William Barr to share that report. Barr pledged last week to release a redacted version by mid-April. Congressman Steny Hoyer says Barr's summary findings of no conspiracy in the Russia investigation are simply not enough.
Collusion was never the issue. Collusion is really not a legal concept. Conspiracy is the legal concept. And we have said, and the Congress and the House of Representatives voted overwhelmingly. Nobody voted against it. All the Republicans voted for it, all the Democrats voted for it, and said the American people and the Congress need to see the Mueller report so that they can make the decision for themselves. I'm hopeful that the Attorney General will do exactly that, release it as soon as possible to the Congress and to the American people. Then we can make our own conclusions.
President Trump has declared that the report completely and totally exonerates him. Meantime, the Democratic-led committee also plans to subpoena 5 former White House aides, including former Chief Strategist Steve Bannon.
Prince George's City of Excellence will soon be home to a new grocery store. County and city leaders announced that Good Food Market will open in the Addison Plaza, just a few doors down from where the Safeway used to be. The 3,800 square foot store will offer healthy food options along with fresh produce. Seat Pleasant has been considered a food desert since Safeway pulled out in 2016. Good Food Market is part of the county's effort to expand grocery store options.
We are on fire about this issue because what we have come to understand is that there are 209 census tracts in Prince George's County, and 81 of them are low access, meaning that residents in those areas have to travel more than 1 mile to reach a grocery store. Additionally, we know that 20 of the 209 census tracts are both low access and low income. And when you put all of this information together, we know that 15% of our population is living in areas that are classified as food deserts. This is the highest percentage in the region.
Officials say the store could open as soon as this fall.